Blazing Notre Dame and Christian Europe. By Georg Stofan. Today, no faith is blazing in souls, but due to the extinction of our faith our temples, our Christian brothers and sisters are burning day by day. This is the real Christian Holocaust, that is, the cleansing by fire. This is the most painful punishment we have brought to ourselves because we believe and believed in the rainbow and the sunny promises of prosperity. God. What? We all have plenty of beauty and abundance. Faith. What? Because it only imposes boundaries, it threatens with punishment and prohibits laws, God's commands. Who is curious about all this? The world steals, cheats, lies, and the Pope himself is more indulgent, permissive. Prayer must be the hell. Since the Pope himself has said that no need to mumble the same thing over and over. It was time to experience what was launched in the French capital in 1789, which now struck back with elemental power. However, in comparison to the pages of Hungarian history, this Paris fire is nothing. Our Lady Cathedral is burned down, destroyed, which stood majestically for 800 years. I watch the pictures, the videos, and I am reminded of the Arpad and later Hungarian temples, which similarly to Notre Dame were burned down in a few hours or abandoned, because in Paris they signed sometimes something against us. Values are lost as of now like Notre Dame. Values that represent us much more than a tourist attraction. Only those old Hungarian gods' houses are not shocked by the media, no one is stunned beside us. And there, in the vicinity of Paris, were sentenced to death hundreds of thousands of people, Hungarian temples, cathedrals. Perhaps one of the divine signs of suffering happened in Paris today. The cathedral is in blaze, like Saint Michael's sword. And this fire is similar to the fire from Sodom and Gomorrah, and Paris did not look any different in recent decades than the picture was once received by the guests arriving in Sodom. Perhaps on the first day of the week of suffering, the Lord himself demonstrated his strength and draws the attention of the world to the fact that Rome is not the church, and the believers should not follow the misleading teaching of Rome, but the teachings of Christ. We should pay attention to the 2,000-year-old gospel, to the teaching it contains and to restoration of Christian values primarily in the souls. It is necessary to restore the greatness of teaching in modernized churches, and to ask God to enlighten the leader of the Catholic Church to be able to resign, and to be ready again with full credibility to protect Christianity, and the high priests as well from the Vatican who are following a satanic error. A church is burning together with an unwise, incapable for self-defense Christianity. Today, a sword must be raised for the faith, and with the words of Christ have to defend our values. The genuine Christian value is the faith and the protection of faith, and all people must be made the disciple of Christ. This was his command. We have to love each other, he has commanded this, to be opposed to the defamatory papal teachings of the present day. Not only does it need to talk about Christian value protection, which does not exist without faith, but loving each other with faith and the help of God, we must extinguish the fires that are lit against us, because if we do not, we all have the faith of Notre Dame. Do not commit suicide. Do not let anyone to burn down our churches, houses, do not let anyone come into your house or to Mary's shrine with defamatory teachings. Christ did not founded the church to allow anybody to rob and destroy it meanwhile kissing assassins' feet. Each and every European Christian, Catholic and Protestant need to look at Paris. The red light with a buzzing smoke is seen. If this is not understood, pray no more, because God's warning in this reddening smoke, and the fire in Sodom were not